everyone, Rick Ucchino here again for SK Wrestling, and coming up again this Sunday, it is NXT TakeOver. It is Vengeance Day, the perfect way to spend your Valentine's Day evening, if you ask me. My guest at this time has the opportunity to etch her name in the history books and on the side of that Dusty Cup when she and Shotzi Blackheart meet Raquel, Gonzalez, and Dakota Kai in the finals of the first ever women's Dusty Rhodes Classic. Ember Moon, kind enough to...
What is that?
Ember Moon, kind enough to take some time to talk with me today. How are we doing?
I'm good. Sorry for cutting you off there. I'm just excited.
No, it's totally fine. I'm excited, too. I'm really looking forward to the event this Sunday. A lot of great matches on the card, especially the finals for both matches, obviously the women's and the men's in the Dusty Cup. And, I'll start right there. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart win the first ever women's Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. What kind of feels come up when you hear that sentence?
I've been with WWE for almost 6 years now. My goodness, time is flying.
Uh-huh.
And, I haven't really had an opportunity to etch my name in history with the Women's Revolution, the Evolution. I've been a part of a lot of firsts, but I've never been the first at something. And this is my opportunity to do it with my ride or die partner, Shotzi Blackheart. So we're super ecstatic. We're super focused. And I think that's the main part. Is we're focused because we know that Raquel and Dakota are a threat, and they are serious competition. Raquel and Dakota have floored me numerous times in the past 6 months, and I'm looking to get that receipt.
Absolutely. I have to ask, because this has been a fun team, you and Shotzi. You haven't spent a lot of time together, but what do you like most about tagging with her, other than getting to ride to the ring on a tank?
Riding to the ring on the tank is really cool, but I just love Shotzi's energy. I love her personality, and it's crazy because everyone thinks that we don't spend a lot of time together, but that's all we do is backstage, from when we first found out that we were going to be a tag team. We were spending every night at her place, my hotel, watching footage, tag matches, everything, so we can be the best tag team that we can possibly be, because it's the Dusty. There's a legacy that comes with winning this tournament, and Dusty is immortal, and we want to do him well. We want to do NXT well. But Shotzi Blackheart is that free chaotic spirit, just like myself, and I find that it's just easy to vibe, easy to gel, and we're just always on the same page, all the time, She's such a unique character. The tank is cool, but she's just Shotzi. She's her, and anyone that does it their way, I'm just very catered and drawn to that.
Yeah, and that's interesting, because that was kind of my next question, is talking about that chemistry. You guys have had 2 matches together so far, obviously both successful, but chemistry is obviously very important when it comes to tag team wrestling. So you guys have been able to gel pretty quickly, both inside and outside the ring.
Yeah, I think it's just our dedication to the craft. We're both established singles wrestlers. Honestly, Shotzi is my first tag team partner that I've agreed to say, yeah, let's do it. This is something, and it's very difficult sometimes when you're looking at having a tag team partner, because you have to know that if you can't physically see them or hear them, that they have your back. And I feel that way about Shotzi, and I know she feels the same about me, especially with our last match in the Dusty Classic. I was in a world of hurt, but there's something different when you have someone else depending on you. And it just makes me want to try so much harder, do so much better. And I think that's why we gel so well, is because we are out for that redemption, we are out for that glory, and we want to be the first ever Dusty champs. And not only that, the winner of the Dusty Classic gets a women tag team championship opportunity. And I said it when I got back, Mama is hungry for some gold. And I mean, I ain't picky at this point in time. And the women's tag team titles, with Nia and Shayna, oh my goodness, that's going to be another big threat. But, it's something that I know we're both confident in doing and both confident in accomplishing.
Yeah, I was so ecstatic to hear William Regal announce that last night, that the winners would get a future opportunity at the women's tag team titles, because those belts, even though they can travel to whatever brand they want, they haven't really been on Wednesdays a whole lot. And I know, there's a number of great tag teams in the women division in NXT. I know they all you guys have to be chomping at the bit to get a shot at those titles.
I mean, here's the thing. Regardless of how TakeOver goes, like, I know NXT wants those women tag team titles, from Casey Catanzaro to Kaden Carter to Raquel, Dakota, myself, Shotzi, Candice, Indy. We have a stacked tag team division, so we want those we want those women's titles. That's it. You know, we want them in NXT because that's only more competition, and we can elevate those titles like I think no other brand could.
Right, and then that opens up, so many possibilities where, whether it's yourself and Shotzi or, Raquel and Dakota or any of the other teams that you mentioned, that opens up so many possibilities because you guys now then have that golden ticket to show up on Raw or show up on SmackDown anytime that you want.
Exactly. I personally think when and if Shotzi and I win the WWE Tag Team titles, we're going to defend it on the best brand in the company, and that's NXT. We have the best women's division. We have the most diverse women's division out of any brand. And every Wednesday night, we prove that time and time again. And that's going to be no different when me and Shotzi are tag team champions.
I do want to go back to something that you said because you piqued my interest. You said that Shotzi was the first partner that was either presented to you or somebody came up to you and made you an offer or something was talked about that you really said, okay, yeah, let's do this. I'm curious, what were some of the other ones that were offered to you, if you can elaborate?
It's not what was offered. It's normally, when you're on Raw and SmackDown, there are so many talented women in the back that are itching for a chance to prove themselves. I really do feel like I've been asked by everyone, everyone at one point in time. Natalia, I remember when the tag titles first got announced, was asking me. Naomi, who's tremendous, and my sister from another mister. Just so many women have asked me, even down to Lana and so many others, and it's just been one of those things that, no offense to them, I just didn't get it. I didn't think that was for me at the time because I was so dedicated to being a singles wrestler, and then we went to war together at War Games with Shotzi, and I knew that she kind of had my back, and I was like, I think that there's something here. We had a great dynamic taking down Raquel in War Games that I was like, okay, there's something here. There's something here that felt like magic more so than the others. Because let's face it, at Raw and SmackDown, I was everyone's favorite tag team partner. I was always the third wheel with Sasha and Bayley, or just hey, we're going to do this to see if this is a fit. And I didn't feel that same magic that I felt with Shotzi. And even then, it was maybe 3 seconds at War Game, but just her creative level was on the same page as mine, and her dedication to being just herself in that situation, that appealed to me on a different level, and I needed that, and I felt like Shotzi was a person that we could have a tag team, and it would be special, and it would make sense, and I couldn't be more right about choosing her to be my tag team partner.